Hello, travel enthusiasts. Welcome back to World Travellingz, your passport to discovering the most incredible destinations across our beautiful planet. I'm your host, Shibnath, and I'm absolutely thrilled to have you join me on another epic adventure. Whether you're an experienced globetrotter or dreaming about your first international trip, this channel is your ultimate guide to exploring the world's hidden gems, iconic landmarks, and unforgettable experiences. So, buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's embark on this amazing journey together. The world is waiting. Iceland, the land of fire and ice, has emerged as one of the world's most captivating travel destinations. This Nordic island nation, situated in the North Atlantic Ocean, offers a unique combination of dramatic landscapes, vibrant culture, and unforgettable experiences. From cascading waterfalls and geothermal hot springs to the mesmerizing northern lights and vast glaciers, Iceland presents travelers with natural wonders that seem almost otherworldly. This comprehensive guide will help you navigate everything you need to know about visiting this extraordinary country. How cold can Iceland really get? Understanding minimum temperatures. Iceland is famous for its dramatic landscapes, glaciers, and icy reputation, and while much of the country experiences relatively moderate cold, Iceland has recorded some extremely low temperatures in its history. The lowest temperature ever recorded in Iceland is -38 degrees Celsius, measured at Grimsteyr in northeast Iceland during a severe winter cold wave. This figure represents an exceptional and rare climatic event rather than everyday conditions. In modern times, such extreme temperatures are not typical, especially in populated areas. Iceland's climate is strongly influenced by the Gulf Stream, a warm ocean current that keeps temperatures milder than other regions at similar latitudes. As a result, most towns and cities do not experience such intense cold. During winter, December to February, minimum temperatures in southern and southwestern Iceland, including Reykjavik, usually range between -1 degree Celsius and -8 degrees Celsius. Even during colder spells, temperatures in these coastal regions rarely drop below -10 degrees Celsius. The ocean moderates the climate, preventing prolonged deep freezes. In North Iceland and inland areas, winter minimum temperatures are noticeably lower. Regions such as Akureyri and surrounding valleys often see nighttime lows between -10 degrees Celsius and -20 degrees Celsius, particularly during calm, clear conditions. These colder temperatures can feel more intense due to snow cover and strong winds. The Central Highlands are the coldest part of Iceland. During harsh winters, temperatures there can approach -20 degrees Celsius or lower, and historically, this is where extreme readings like -38 degrees Celsius have occurred. However, the highlands are largely uninhabited and inaccessible for much of the year. Overall, while -38 degrees Celsius stands as Iceland's extreme cold record, the realistic minimum temperatures most people experience range between -10 degrees Celsius and -20 degrees Celsius, depending on location and weather conditions. Getting to Iceland. The primary gateway to Iceland is Keflavik International Airport, located approximately 50 kilometers southwest of Reykjavik, the capital city. This modern airport serves as the main hub for international flights to and from Iceland. Several major airlines operate regular flights to Iceland from Europe and North America. Icelandair, the country's flagship carrier, offers extensive connections from numerous cities across both continents. Other airlines including WOW Air, British Airways, Lufthansa, and various budget carriers also provide service to Keflavik. From North America, direct flights are available from cities such as New York, Boston, Seattle, Denver, and Toronto, with flight times typically ranging from 5 to 7 hours depending on your departure point. European travelers have even more options, with direct flights available from London, Paris, Amsterdam, Copenhagen, Frankfurt, and many other cities. These flights are generally shorter, often lasting just 3 to 4 hours. Iceland's strategic location between Europe and North America has made it an increasingly popular stopover destination, with many airlines offering free or low-cost layovers for travelers crossing the Atlantic. For those seeking adventure, it's also possible to arrive by sea. The Smyril Line operates a ferry service connecting Iceland to Denmark and the Faroe Islands during summer months, though this journey takes several days and is less common among tourists. Accommodation options. Iceland offers a diverse range of accommodation options to suit every budget and travel style, though it's important to note that lodging in Iceland tends to be more expensive than in many other European destinations. Hotels in Reykjavik and other major towns range from luxury establishments to budget-friendly options. The capital city features international hotel chains as well as unique boutique hotels that reflect Icelandic design and culture. Expect to pay premium prices, especially during peak summer months and around New Year's Eve when aurora viewing is popular. Guest houses and bed and breakfasts are abundant throughout Iceland and offer a more intimate experience. These family-run establishments often provide excellent local knowledge and authentic Icelandic hospitality. They're typically more affordable than hotels while still offering comfortable, clean accommodations. For budget-conscious travelers, hostels are available in most major towns and some rural areas. Icelandic hostels are generally well-maintained and offer both dormitory beds and private rooms. Many include kitchen facilities, allowing you to save money by preparing your own meals. Farm stays have become increasingly popular, offering travelers the chance to experience rural Icelandic life firsthand. These accommodations range from basic rooms to more luxurious options and often include home-cooked meals featuring local ingredients. Camping is an excellent option during summer months, with campgrounds located throughout the country. Iceland has well-maintained campsites with basic facilities, and wild camping is permitted in some areas, though regulations have become stricter in recent years to protect the fragile environment. Unique accommodation options include staying in converted barns, lighthouse stays, and even igloos or glass domes designed specifically for northern lights viewing. These specialty accommodations can be pricey but offer unforgettable experiences. Must-visit destinations and attractions. Iceland's natural beauty is overwhelming, with countless attractions scattered across the island. Here are some absolute must-see destinations must visit. The Golden Circle. The Golden Circle is Iceland's most popular tourist route and can be completed in a day from Reykjavik. It encompasses 3 major attractions: Ingvellir National Park, where you can walk between 2 continental plates, Geyser Geothermal Area, home to the famous Strákar geyser that erupts every few minutes, and Gullfoss, a magnificent 2-tiered waterfall that thunders into a canyon below. The Blue Lagoon. This world-famous geothermal spa, located between Keflavik Airport and Reykjavik, offers milky blue waters rich in minerals. While it's become quite touristy and expensive, the experience of soaking in warm, mineral-rich waters surrounded by black lava fields remains magical. Booking in advance is essential as it often sells out weeks ahead. Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. Located in southeast Iceland, this stunning glacial lagoon features massive icebergs that have broken off from the Breiðamerkurskóll Glacier. The nearby Diamond Beach, where ice chunks wash up on black sand, creates one of Iceland's most photographed landscapes. Boat tours among the icebergs offer close-up views of this otherworldly environment. Skogafoss and Seljalandsfoss. These 2 iconic waterfalls along the south coast are essential stops. Skogafoss is a powerful 60-meter drop that creates rainbows on sunny days, while Seljalandsfoss is unique because you can walk behind the falling water for a truly immersive experience. Reynisfjara Black Sand Beach. Near the village of Vik, this dramatic beach features jet-black volcanic sand, towering basalt columns, and powerful waves. The nearby Reynisdrangar sea stacks add to the otherworldly atmosphere. Exercise caution here as sneaker waves can be dangerous. Akureyri and North Iceland. Iceland's second-largest city, Akureyri, serves as a gateway to North Iceland's attractions including Godafoss Waterfall, Lake Mývatn's geothermal wonders, and Dettifoss, Europe's most powerful waterfall. Snæfellsnes Peninsula, often called Iceland in miniature, this peninsula west of Reykjavik features a stunning variety of landscapes including the iconic Kirkjufell Mountain, dramatic coastal cliffs, lava fields, and the Snæfellsjökull Glacier. The Westfjords, this remote region in northwest Iceland offers some of the country's most dramatic and least visited landscapes. The massive cliffs of Lathrafjord, home to millions of seabirds, and the stunning Dynjandi waterfall are highlights. Reykjavik, don't overlook the capital itself. Reykjavik offers excellent museums, including the National Museum and the impressive Harpa Concert Hall, vibrant street art, cozy cafes, and a surprisingly energetic nightlife scene. The iconic Hallgrímskirkja church provides panoramic city views from its tower. Icelandic cuisine, a culinary tradition shaped by nature and survival. Icelandic cuisine has evolved significantly in recent years, though it still retains connections to traditional fare born of necessity in a harsh climate. Traditional Icelandic food includes hakarl, fermented shark, which is definitely an acquired taste, svi, singed sheep's head, and harfiskar, dried fish, typically haddock, often eaten with butter as a snack. Oramata refers to a selection of traditional foods typically consumed during the winter month of Ori. Modern Icelandic cuisine has gained international recognition, with Reykjavik boasting several world-class restaurants. Fresh seafood is exceptional, with Atlantic cod, haddock, salmon, and langoustine featuring prominently on menus. Lamb is another staple, and Icelandic lamb is renowned for its quality, raised on mountain pastures and free from hormones. Icelandic dairy products are excellent, particularly skyr, a thick, yogurt-like cultured dairy product that's high in protein and has become popular internationally. Hot dogs are surprisingly popular in Iceland, with Reykjavik's Bajorans Besta Pilsur stand achieving legendary status. For casual dining, you'll find cafes serving excellent coffee, pastries, and light meals throughout the country. Icelandic rye bread is delicious, and you might encounter geothermally baked rye bread in some areas. Dining out in Iceland is expensive by international standards. To save money, many travelers shop at supermarkets like Bonus, Kronan, or Hagkaup and prepare some of their own meals. Grocery prices are high but still more economical than restaurant meals. Don't miss trying Icelandic craft beers and the potent schnapps called Brennivin, sometimes called Black Death. Icelandic cuisine is deeply influenced by the country's harsh climate, isolation, and strong connection to the sea. For centuries, Icelanders relied on what nature could provide: fish from the surrounding oceans, meat from sheep raised on open pastures, and preserved foods designed to survive long winters. As a result, Icelandic food culture reflects both tradition and resilience. Seafood is the foundation of Icelandic cuisine. Cod, haddock, Arctic char, and salmon are commonly eaten, often grilled, baked, or cured. One of the most iconic dishes is harfiskar, dried fish usually eaten with butter. Another traditional specialty is hakarl, fermented shark, known for its strong flavor and cultural significance rather than everyday consumption. Icelandic cuisine has been shaped by centuries of isolation, extreme weather, and a close relationship with nature. With long winters, limited farmland, and a vast surrounding ocean, Icelanders developed a food culture based on seafood, lamb, dairy products, and preservation techniques. While modern Iceland now offers international cuisine, traditional Icelandic food remains deeply rooted in history and survival. 1. Seafood, the heart of Icelandic food. Seafood is the backbone of Icelandic cuisine. Surrounded by the cold, clean waters of the North Atlantic, Iceland has access to some of the world's freshest fish. Commonly eaten fish include cod, haddock, Arctic char, salmon, and herring. These are usually grilled, pan-fried, baked, or lightly cured to preserve their natural flavor. One of the most traditional seafood items is harfiskar, dried fish typically eaten as a snack with butter. Another famous dish is hakarl, fermented Greenland shark. While its strong ammonia-like smell can be challenging for visitors, it holds great cultural significance and is often tasted during festivals. 2. Lamb dishes, pure and natural. Lamb is the most widely consumed meat in Iceland. Icelandic sheep roam freely across open landscapes, feeding on wild grass and herbs, which gives the meat a distinctive and clean taste. Popular lamb dishes include gjatsipa, a traditional lamb and vegetable soup enjoyed especially in winter, and slow-roasted lamb, often served during family gatherings. Another important dish is hangikjöt, smoked lamb that is usually eaten during Christmas and national celebrations. 3. Dairy products, skyr and beyond. Dairy plays a key role in Icelandic cuisine. The most famous product is skyr, a thick, yogurt-like dairy food that has been eaten in Iceland for over 1,000 years. Skyr is high in protein, low in fat, and commonly served with berries, sugar, or honey. Today, it is also used in desserts, smoothies, and modern recipes. 4. Traditional breads and sides. Icelandic bread is closely linked to natural resources. Brauð, a dense rye bread, is traditionally baked slowly using geothermal heat. Its slightly sweet taste pairs perfectly with butter or smoked fish. 5. Modern Icelandic cuisine. Modern Icelandic chefs combine traditional ingredients with international cooking styles. While respecting local heritage, they focus on freshness, sustainability, and creative presentation. This blend of old and new makes Icelandic cuisine unique and memorable. Overall, Icelandic food is more than nourishment, it reflects the country's history, environment, and enduring spirit. Language and communication. The official language of Iceland is Icelandic, a North Germanic language that has remained remarkably unchanged since medieval times. However, travelers need not worry about language barriers. English proficiency in Iceland is exceptionally high, particularly among younger generations. The vast majority of Icelanders speak excellent English, and you'll have no trouble communicating in tourist areas, hotels, restaurants, and shops. Many Icelanders also speak Danish or other Scandinavian languages. That said, learning a few basic Icelandic phrases is always appreciated. Tak, thank you, gan daginn, good day, and bless, goodbye, informal, will earn you smiles. Don't worry too much about pronunciation, Icelanders are generally delighted when visitors make the effort. Icelandic place names can be challenging for non-speakers. The letter, thorn, is pronounced like th in thing, while eth sounds like th in the. Local culture and customs. Understanding Icelandic culture will enhance your visit and help you interact respectfully with locals. Icelanders are generally friendly but reserved, valuing privacy and personal space. They tend to be direct in communication, which can sometimes be mistaken for rudeness by visitors from cultures that favor more indirect communication styles. This directness is simply cultural. Icelanders appreciate honesty and efficiency in interactions. Environmental consciousness runs deep in Icelandic culture. Respect for nature is paramount, and visitors are expected to follow the principle of leave no trace. Stay on marked paths, never disturb moss or other vegetation, which grows extremely slowly in Iceland's climate, and always take your rubbish with you. Icelanders have a strong literary tradition, with exceptionally high book publication and reading rates per capita. The country celebrates its medieval sagas, and many Icelanders can trace their ancestry back centuries through detailed genealogical records. The belief in elves and hidden people, huldufolk, persists in Icelandic culture, though opinions vary widely. Some construction projects have been rerouted to avoid disturbing rocks said to be elf dwellings. Whether seen as literal belief or cultural tradition, this aspect of Icelandic folklore remains part of the national identity. Gender equality is deeply embedded in Icelandic society. Iceland consistently ranks at or near the top of global gender equality indices. The country has had female presidents and prime ministers, and equal participation in all aspects of life is the norm. Tipping is not expected in Iceland as service charges are typically included in bills. However, exceptional service can be acknowledged with a small tip if you wish. Icelanders generally remove shoes when entering homes, though this isn't always expected in accommodation facilities. Transportation within Iceland. Getting around Iceland requires planning, as public transportation outside Reykjavik is limited. Renting a car. For most travelers, renting a car offers the best way to explore Iceland. The Ring Road, Route 1, circles the entire island and is paved throughout, making it accessible to regular vehicles during summer. However, many of Iceland's most spectacular sights lie off the Ring Road on F-roads, mountain roads, that require four-wheel drive vehicles and are only accessible during summer months. Car rental prices in Iceland are relatively high, and insurance can add significantly to costs. However, comprehensive insurance is strongly recommended due to the potential for damage from gravel, volcanic ash, and harsh weather conditions. Be sure to understand what your insurance covers, particularly in terms of sand and ash damage, which isn't always included in basic coverage. Driving in Iceland presents unique challenges. Weather can change rapidly, and roads may be affected by ice, snow, or high winds even in summer. Always check road conditions at road.is before traveling. Single-lane bridges are common, and driving etiquette requires the vehicle closest to the bridge to yield. Fuel stations are plentiful along the Ring Road but sparse in remote areas. Most stations are self-service and accept credit cards, though having a PIN for your card is essential. Buses and tours. Bus services connect major towns along the Ring Road during summer months, with Reykjavik serving as the main hub. However, services are infrequent, and reaching attractions off main routes is difficult without a car. Numerous tour companies operate day trips and multi-day tours from Reykjavik to popular destinations. These can be convenient if you prefer not to drive, though they're more expensive and less flexible than self-driving. Cycling. Adventurous travelers sometimes cycle around Iceland, though this requires serious preparation. Distances are vast, weather can be harsh, and some stretches of road have no services. Summer is the only realistic season for cycling tours. Domestic flights. Iceland has a small network of domestic flights connecting Reykjavik with Akureyri, the Westfjords, and other locations. These can save time if you're on a tight schedule, though they're expensive and weather delays are common. Currency and money matters. Iceland's currency is the Icelandic krona, ISK, with coins in denominations of 1, 5, 10, 50, and 100 kroner, and notes in 500, 1000, 2000, 5000, and 10,000 kroner. Iceland is one of the world's most cashless societies. Credit and debit cards are accepted virtually everywhere, including for small purchases like coffee or snacks. Visa and MasterCard are universally accepted, while American Express and Discover have more limited acceptance. Many establishments prefer cards to cash, and some locations don't accept cash at all. You'll need a chip and PIN card. Contactless payments are also widely used. It's wise to inform your bank of your travel plans to avoid cards being blocked for suspicious activity. While you can largely operate without cash, it's sensible to have a small amount of krona for emergencies or the rare places that don't accept cards. ATMs are readily available in towns and cities, though less common in rural areas. Currency exchange services are available at banks, the airport, and some hotels, though rates are generally poor. Using ATMs typically provides better exchange rates, though your bank may charge foreign transaction fees. Iceland is expensive compared to most travel destinations. Accommodation, food, and activities all come at premium prices. Budget travelers should expect to spend at least $75 to $100 per day, even being frugal, while comfortable travel easily costs $150 to $300 per day per person. VAT refunds are available for tourists on purchases over a certain amount if you're leaving the EU. Look for tax-free shopping signs and get the appropriate paperwork at the time of purchase. Best time to visit. Iceland offers distinctly different experiences depending on when you visit, with no objectively best time. It depends on what you want to experience. Summer, June through August, is peak season. During this time, the weather is mildest, with average temperatures around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius, 50 to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Days are incredibly long, with the midnight sun providing nearly 24 hours of daylight in June. All roads are accessible, and all facilities are open. However, this is also the busiest and most expensive time to visit, with popular sites becoming crowded. Spring, April and May, and autumn, September and October, offer shoulder season advantages including lower prices, fewer crowds, and still reasonable road conditions. Daylight hours decrease but remain substantial. Autumn is particularly beautiful with fall colors, and you might catch early northern lights displays. Winter, November through March, transforms Iceland into a snowy wonderland. This is northern lights season, offering the best chance to see the aurora borealis. Winter activities like ice cave exploration and glacier hiking take on special character. However, weather is harsh, many roads close, daylight is limited, as little as 4 to 5 hours in December, and driving conditions can be challenging. Accommodation and tours are generally cheaper outside of the Christmas and New Year period. Practical tips for your Iceland adventure, some additional practical advice to help make your trip smoother. Pack layers regardless of when you visit. Weather in Iceland is famously unpredictable, and you might experience multiple seasons in a single day. Waterproof and windproof outer layers are essential. Good hiking boots are valuable even if you're not planning serious hikes. Book accommodations and rental cars well in advance, especially for summer travel. Popular places fill up months ahead. Download offline maps as mobile signals can be unreliable in remote areas. Emergency number in Iceland is 112, and they also have a 112 Iceland safety app worth downloading. Respect private property and environmental regulations. Never venture off-trail, respect fences and closed signs, and avoid disturbing wildlife. The tap water in Iceland is among the purest in the world and completely safe to drink. There's no need to buy bottled water, bring a refillable bottle instead. If you plan to use geothermal pools or hot springs, remember that Icelandic pool etiquette requires thorough showering without a swimsuit before entering pools. This is strictly enforced and not optional. Be prepared for variable opening hours, especially outside Reykjavik. Many rural museums, restaurants, and attractions have limited hours or seasonal operations. Iceland offers travelers an experience unlike anywhere else on Earth. From its dramatic volcanic landscapes and pristine wilderness to its vibrant capital city and welcoming culture, this island nation captivates all who visit. While traveling in Iceland requires a larger budget than many destinations and demands respect for its fragile environment and unpredictable weather, the rewards are immeasurable. Whether you're soaking in a geothermal hot spring under the northern lights, hiking across ancient glaciers, exploring black sand beaches, or sampling innovative Nordic cuisine in Reykjavik, Iceland promises memories that will last a lifetime. The key to a successful Iceland trip lies in thorough planning, realistic expectations about costs and weather, and a spirit of adventure. As you embark on your Icelandic journey, remember that this remarkable island is not just a place to visit but a reminder of our planet's raw power and delicate beauty. Travel responsibly, respect local customs and environmental guidelines, and allow yourself to be transformed by one of the world's most extraordinary destinations. Iceland awaits with open arms and endless wonders. And that wraps up today's adventure on World Travellingz. I hope this guide has inspired you and equipped you with everything you need for an incredible journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next destination. Share your travel stories and questions in the comments below. I love hearing from fellow travelers. I'm Shibnath, and remember, life is short, the world is wide, and adventure is calling. Until next time, happy travels. Thanks for watching.